um, relaxed. Which helped, like, it does, like, with the, because I was doing this, so it was like tightening all of this area. And it's the same thing I did with bass too when I was playing that. But I had to reposition it. Like I was doing this, and even my hand was like almost like making like cranking my wrist. And so she gave me that technique. It just kind of like put my hand in probably the most natural position for it. But it's like relearning everything again. So like exactly. But I've been just in the mirror and just like slowly and trying, and anytime I see it get like, I try to just bring it back in. Like,
well, I mean, your hand position is, it should be, your wrist should be as straight as possible. You've been through this. I mean,
yeah.
and it's yeah. I mean, you just have to think about it. I don't need that your hand position you change per se.
Not much. It wasn't a hand position. It was just when I relaxed my hand, my whole hand just created a whole different position. Period.
I see.
Yeah, because it's more aimed like round. She used to think of like when you're the balls when you're playing on like a piano, you have like the balls in your hands, so you kind of round your hand to keep it more relaxed instead of like what I'm doing. I'm trying to like. So she goes, like one of my piano players when they're trying to stretch, they're not going to be able to do it until they relax and like hit the proper angle. And I was like, that makes so much sense. I did it with bass too when I was having to reach those really hard notes, and I was doing this, and then I had to just relax it until like curve in to get to that. So like I think just all clicked, and I'm like, okay. But then like breaking down those runs and just trying to practice it with that technique.
Okay.
And,
so where do you want to start?
6 and 7.
Oh, if I give you a magic carpet? Okay, that's an exercise that may be helpful to you. Let's go over it briefly. You basically play the low notes, but you have to get the high notes. So like the first one, you have a B foot on, so is where you're trying to get. So you finger low B, finger the low. And then you finger the E to F, still getting B to C, and then finger the real notes with vibrato. And you do it at 50, and the object is to, well, you can read what she says down below, but it's basically getting your air moving, because we were talking about that. And let me probably mention them for you. Big breath, you're trying to get rid of as much air as possible. So now I don't put an extra beat for breathing. I just had Evan do that because he was having a little bit of problems, cutting it, but you can sort of see what works for you. Okay, but I didn't see you take a big breath. It's got to be a huge stretch, and you've got to blow all your air out in those 4 beats.
Okay.
Slow, hard. Breathe. Get rid of your air. Yeah, but again, you always do it is, I don't know, like, in general, or I'm always stupid about it, is that you guys all just play like you're like crushes. Yeah, I want you to play like you're out in Hollywood Bowl trying to really get there. So get rid of that air. This is to streamline your air. And she says that. Use your air, strive for freedom, I'm sure. That means let this go. She says, don't pull back here, right? So just, it's just tons of air. Try again, very good. Breathe. Good. Yeah, this is that your actual notes weren't that great. Okay, we're done.
Go on.
No, right now. Big. Whoa. Bigger. Nice.
Hear that, okay, yeah.
You see what it is, and you just continue all the way up.
Okay.
You know, it gets harder, but one of the things I really want you to be careful of is that you start with it, not, you know, open up, that you really, it's the same thing. You said my cheeks are puffed right from the very start, and that's what you wanted to do, okay?
Mhm.
So add that to your repertoire, you said you wanted more. I agree. Like that. Did you read that article? By the way, next week we're gonna do master class instead of lessons. And did you read the article I sent you guys?
Which one?
Uh,
I think I read all of them.
okay, the one
So the one about not sticking, how it doesn't stick in your brain when doing the mental work?
well, no, the one I was gonna say about how to organize your practice session. You know, 20 minutes here, this, you know, doing that interweaving.
I'm not sure if I know, or if I saw it.
I'll resend it to everybody because we're gonna discuss it next time, but especially for you, it talks about really how to organize your practice session to make it,
Yeah, that's what I was actually talking to my friend, like, that my practice sessions are not, they don't feel organized to where like I have like chunks of time dedicated to certain aspects, so.
yeah, but the thing is that, you know, she's talking, you know, 3 minutes here, 2 minutes here, 3 minutes here, not chunks,
Mhm.
like big chunks like that.
Okay.
But it's much more useful for your brain as to how it learns. So, definitely, I'll tell everybody, that's the article we're gonna talk about. And maybe listen to something that Molly Gilbert has to say, because she's really great. So, I mean, we're gonna do a lot of things, but it'll probably be about an hour and a half class, and I'm gonna do it 11.
Perfect. Sounds great.
Magic carpet, big air all the time. And especially at the start, okay? Okay. All right. Can you get one of these to Danielle? I'm gonna just assume you should, both of these guys. Here's two, but then explain to them what you know you have to do. All right, where we start?
I was just doing, so page 2, just that run, that one, so I just was breaking it down,
Okay, did you try some of these runs the way we talked about?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I said, so most, like, what I was doing even right now was,
Great. What page did you say you were starting on?
2 to the end,
What did you say?
the last 2 pages.
Oh, you said page 2. And
Oh,
I
no,
did
it's
the
page
end, and I
6.
was like,
Oh,
that's
it's the
not
end,
page
okay.
2. Okay, so do it again what you were doing. No, you can't, okay, you can't stop like that. It always has to go to some kind of beat. You know, doing this, it's not right. It would be, I don't know what you're trying to do, but the idea is that you're in 3, right?
Mhm.
So you don't just play beat 1, you have to go to beat 2 to get a stopping point, a point here. So play for me again, just on the run. You went 2 notes, and then you picked up the 2 notes that you went right like
Mhm.
that. Okay.
And then the F sharp.
So that's not going to help you. So that's right.
I changed it, like, that's what I was gonna say, is that's just one aspect. So what I'm trying to do is make sure that I'll change, whichever one I jump onto. So I'll always land on that E, and sometimes I'll do 2, I'll jump from the A to the C, and sometimes I'll play it to B, sometimes I'll play it to the A, sometimes I'll play, and then sometimes I'll pick up on the G sharp. Sometimes I'll pick up on the F sharp, but it's like,
You always have to go to a beat of some sort, though.
okay,
That's the thing. So if you, or if you want to do, yeah, you just have to go to a beat. So,
Mhm.
so do some other ones and we'll see what we've got.
Because what I'm trying to do is identify those problems of where I have, and my main issues are usually with bringing in this part.
So it could be, if that's what you're trying to do.
Mhm.
But each time I never leave it hanging somewhere. That's because you have to know where you're going. That's the link that helps your fingers know and feel complete.
Mhm.
So you could also do, once you hit the E, you could do 4 notes that way, but they're always in groups of 2 and you have to land somewhere.
Mhm.
So you want to do a couple others?
So will that at least lead to the
Yeah, that's okay.
because I know like my main problem is even when I was working on some of the other runs, it's always my left hand.
Mhm.
So even going from my G sharp sometimes, so you can use a fumble. So,
Well, what is it? Is it too slow?
no, I feel like I'm like relearning the structure of my hand because when I start going and
No,
I
but
step
is the G sharp key coming too fast or too slow?
slow.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the one that you just played is fine, but I don't think it's that useful. I would try to do more notes than just, breaking it up like that. So let's just try, again. Okay, do it slower so that you get it. And I want to hear an accent on the C sharp. That's right, do it again. When you do the da 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 da, keep your fingers quite close to the keys. What's that? Even more in the C sharp. If that was a different one, you did because you.
Oh, yeah, I did the A.
But that's okay. That's all right. That's much better.
Okay.
Now, that's the second half of that run sounds fine now. So then maybe let's check the first. On the G sharp. Again. Yeah, what suffers is the E. So make sure you have a really good E and a good accent. This one. Okay, so now I heard on the F sharp to E. Oh, sorry, I can't remember the very good. Sorry.
Wait, you skipped the G sharp, right?
Yeah. You need to speak. Yep. Good, now, the F sharp to E, really good time. One more time. Yeah, now you're not squishing the F sharp and the E together, which you kind of were. Now let's put that whole thing together. How'd it feel?
Good. Way smoother.
It was way smoother, yeah, it felt like a little bit of hesitation, let's do it again, I'm going to go through the run, okay?
I need to relax. I start tensing up.
Yeah.
I think it happens a lot of my lessons. I do it in front of you.
I'm mean and it's hard.
So I'm like, and I'm like,
It's
okay.
gonna be that way when you perform, I mean, it's like, so, just, take a good breath, and then, but here you get to try it over and over.
Oh.
Yeah, but see, you changed it all after doing that, so the F sharp and E meant nothing. You gotta start. Yeah, and don't rush to it, that's why I was having you. Place that F sharp. I don't know why you went to piano, that was like weird. Big on the A. Yeah, leave them on the A though, right? It's pa, 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 pa. Hi. Oh. Yes, but as you do that, you also squish it together. You know, as written. Yeah, much better. Okay, you see how that goes? Okay. What's the next one?
So on page 7, the runs a
Yeah, but are all of the rest of these, this stuff okay?
I feel like it's kind of, it's within the same wheelhouse of what we just did.
Okay,
So
all right,
like,
all right,
I
so
think
let's go.
I'll kind of like just take it and apply.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, for this, it's like, my tongue and my fingers are obviously aligning.
They're not aligning or they are aligning?
They are not. They are not. So I'll try it slower.
Okay, and how have you practiced it?
So I've been doing, the first
Well,
one.
that's you, that's not very creative. Excuse me, sorry, I missed. No, I did that, sorry. Okay. You see what I'm doing?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I think I did that one. Oh. Yeah. You good? A little faster. T, ta, 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 ta. It's ta, 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 right? Yeah, are you doing tucking? Tucking. Tucking, tucking. Okay. Ta, 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 ta.
So I know for me, the issue for me is the G sharps. Either going in.
No, that's not what I'm hearing. Okay, but I'm skipping G sharps now.
Yeah.
That's not the issue, but you have an issue with G sharps. There's this.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's not the issue, it's coming into it. Yeah. Just do it faster. Just take it down. Just take it down. Okay, now do this. Now. Just like that. Mhm. That's good. Okay, now, let's go back from this is now. Sorry. Mhm. Okay, now. So I just put it in two. No, I'm starting on G sharp. Much more air. Cut, 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 cut. Right, ga, da, ga, ga, da, da, da. Cut, 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 cut.
I don't know why I keep it,
Yeah, you have the timing issue, which is cut, 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 cut. Say it, cut, 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 cut,
cut, cut, cut, cut.
cut, 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 cut. That's right.
I think because it's not, like the cut is almost coming in on like it would be a downbeat and my mind is not connecting it because it wants to, my cuts are always on the cut.
Well,
You know what I mean? So that's why my body is,
cut, 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 cut. I just don't hear it that way. Cut, 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 cut. Cut, 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 cut. Okay, do it just the other way. With it start. Now do it like this with the cut. Cut, 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 cut. Longer on the curve. Walk, 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 walk to the. Okay, now. Oh, sorry. Do. Tap, cut, tap, cut, tap. This is what I do. Okay. Oh. More than K. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Another thing you should be practicing is all Ks. I'd like you to do that now. But what you want is this. No, 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 no. What did I do first? No, so you're listening to your air. Big. Yeah, you're choking on the air. Yeah, relax for a second. Put your foot down and get it off.
Like, dogging, but
Well, it's a lot to do. Do it again. You're not getting a G sharp, and I feel like you're underblowing it. Blow really, really hard. Yeah. Do it again. Okay, now do ka 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 and make it sound like that. No, that's not, that's all cuz. Well, it all of a sudden got really short. Where's that air through the cup? Not too soft. That's better, louder. Keep your fingers closed. Okay, rest because your tongue gets tired from doing cuts like that. So that's what you're listening for is, again, you need a lot of air. There's just this wall of air. And then you go. And at a slow tempo, it almost feels like it's sluggish, in some ways, but when it gets faster, that's what you need. You need that air behind it. So just play slur for me really, really big. That's good. Now you cut. It's gonna feel like it's up here. It's weird. Just do it again. Now do tag or jaga. That's double time. That sounded really good. Okay. Now you just have to get faster. But that's what you need to do, and you need to put on you want organization, then put on a metronome and start at the same place every day and push to get a little bit more. But you have to, the air that you get when you slur is what you have to get when you're tonguing. You might try, you might try starting with a K instead of a T, which would put your T on a G sharp, which may make it easier for you. I don't know. So here's, I don't know if you can hear the difference, but this is slurred. Can you hear a difference between the two times of time? One I started on a K and one I started on a T.
The first one you played articulated, you started on a K.
Yes, right, exactly. But you won't hear it, So whatever, you can always have that in your back pocket as something that if a note is bothering you, like the G sharp is, maybe you need the T on it, then start on the K, But I think the bigger issue is your Ks are not strong enough and you don't give it enough air. I feel like when on my case like that, and that's what I want you to practice. So you have, you try that. You gotta have more air and you're hovering. Don't come on, blow. Relax. No, but see, you even in the slur, you miss the G sharp. Blow your cheeks. Good. Those are face. They get short there. Don't see the A. Yeah. Slur. Tend the first note on the G. You can always tend the first A, but you go even slur. Yeah, because. It's better. And
yeah, I can feel it. Like I'm hearing.
I can hear it. I can feel it. Stuff. Yeah, like that. But you need more A sound. It's not the K
I can
sound.
feel that right here, like in my cheek. Only this side is really puffing, and this one's not. So
Yeah,
I need to figure out how to.
nothing to figure out, just keep trying, and
Yeah.
it will relax out.
Yeah.
But I think now try chaka slowly, and you probably, with that first slur, with all the air you give. But you can't do that because the A didn't sound in the G sharp also. But that you played a different dynamic. That's not good. So just like that. That's great. That's what you need.
Okay.
And you know, if you'll practice that and each day I want to see you keep a memo. I mean, like what you're doing metronome wise, and I want you to send it to me.
Okay.
I mean, from what you're telling me from you got from the master classes, you want to be more organized. You should do it yourself, but I'm going to make you do it if that's what you think is the issue. Okay?
I think so. I think it's just I don't know what to focus on all the time. So I'm trying to actually pinpoint, like, just not looking at the whole piece, just looking at the couple spots that I knew I had.
Yeah, right, exactly. Okay, what's the next spot?
The next spot is gonna be, it's for going into, it's that stupid run on page 4.
It's a good one. So how are you practicing it?
I've been trying to do, so my issue is, it's like, for some reason, I'm not being able to come out of it, but I am not able to do all of it.
Okay, let's start coming out of it.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1.
Do you want me to do that? Or is that okay if I do that? Okay.
Okay, that's all it is. One. One. Okay, what did I start? What would I have started at?
It'd be like the end of 2, or, no, it'd be on the end of, the end of 2. 1 and 2 and 3, and right?
Yeah, not the end of 2, 1, da da da, 1, da 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 da, da da da, right on 2, 1, da 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 da, da da da. So I started on the E. 1. Starting on the B.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. No, you're not doing 6. 1, da da da, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, da da da, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, da da da, 1, 2, 3, 1. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No? 1, 2, 3, 1.
I don't know why it's not making sense.
Well, you need, I think the reason why it makes no sense to you is because you're counting the first F sharp and G as.
Yeah, as part of.
Yeah, it's not, so 1, 3, 1. Try that. 1, 2, 3, 1. Now do this. 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. Now. Yeah, right?
Mhm.
So again, I'm doing this so you can see what my pattern is,
Yeah.
you know, like how you kind of figure it out. That, okay, Yeah, you're counting 6, but there's only, you're not 6 from the third beat, you're 6 from the second beat. And so, and you don't want to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, it's not it. So you go da 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 da. 1 da 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 da. And then you could do this. So I know where my 3 beats are. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. Now, add in the second beat. Da 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 da. No. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, now try.
Yeah, okay.
3, 1. 3, 1. And you should for yourself. Alternate. Then tapping with your foot.
Mhm.
Try it. 3, 1. Three, 1. 2, 3, 1. Okay. But did you see what the,
Yeah, it can break down each.
yeah, I mean, that's what you're trying to do. You're always trying to say, what is my big beat? Where are my fingers? What lands on that? You know, how can I do that, right? So, all right, now the rest of the run.
From.
You tell me where you want.
Well, okay, for me, like, because I'll do the run I have like under my fingers, but it's mainly the trail into it, like, and then going into the trail, because you like taking that breath and then going in. For some reason, it's not clicking.
Okay, well, you have this now. But then it's so easy.
I know.
Breathe. It's not a trill, by the way. So 1, 2, 3. Then you have to be counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's not a trill. It's
Yeah.
not a trill. It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing you've been doing.
So everything stays the same throughout the whole thing?
Yeah, it's not a trill. It's a treble. It's exactly the same as what you just came out of.
So like in context, why doesn't anyone play it like that?
They do play it like that. They're just playing it so fast.
So fast,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's like.
Whatever you're doing here. You should continue.
Okay, all right. Excellent.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So the way we practice it is. Try that. Okay. Give me a good accent when you're going to be moving. Definitely a good accent. Actually, tongue it. Yeah, I don't know if I actually tell you when I do it, but.
Yeah, it was weird
You can, you can still type,
Yeah.
like that's no big deal. But you don't have to, but it's the idea. So after you take the breath, it's up to you when you start counting. What I
I
did,
only do one measure, right?
yeah, you can do what you want. You don't have to do a whole measure. You just do what you want and what your breath will allow, right?
Mhm.
So you come up. But I get progressively faster as I do it. I take the breath, like just as I get progressively slower when I do this.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes perfect.
So you have to put a retard in. This whole thing we've been doing. So the F sharp to G that you were saying, and I miscount all the time, you know, whatever. Actually, we're going to be retarding there so that you can, the breath doesn't sound like completely out of place.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was something like this. But I don't breathe there.
Yeah, yeah.
At some point, I did breathe there. I have that, but it was in the days when I used to mark breaths with a comma. So that was really a lot. So, yeah, so, yeah, I have trouble coming out of this when I'm gonna actually start.
Mhm.
Because I go back to regular fingering on the A to G, the F to G there.
Mhm.
I don't know why I do that. I don't do it. So
Instead
I
of-
don't know,
that's
whatever.
funny,
Yeah,
huh?
I don't know if I could do it the other way. I mean, it comfortably, but I have to relearn it. But you can do that. So that's the idea of that thing, right?
Mhm.
So you have this, and the reason why you're taking the breath is because you can't make it the whole way,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And in order to make the breath sound like it's part of it and not like, I have to take a breath because I can't do it. You slow it down to get into it. You speed it up to get out of it. And then you decide how much, if you've got a lot of air, you could do 4 or 5 or, you know, just make it different. It's cadenza is what it is, right?
Mhm.
So, so that, now, but here's the part that is more important. Are you playing B flat or B natural? What? B natural? Okay. That has to stay in time.
Mhm.
And that's really important. So, until there. Type. See how I practice that?
Mhm.
2. 2. Try that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, go from the da, 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 to 3.
Okay.
2. No, you have to say 2. How did you say 2?
Sorry. I even have it marked. I even have 2 marked, like, 2.
Yeah, don't, you were slowing down actually.
Oh, yeah.
2. Then when you get to those F's, those long F's, then you can start slowing down. But
Yeah,
you don't
okay.
really want to do that. Okay, once more. 2. Shut them down.
No.
Don't feel about the G?
Okay.
Two. Da, 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 dee. Yeah, you're way behind.
Okay.
Da, 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 dee, da, da, da. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're going way flat. But that's the idea. Make sense?
Absolutely.
Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. Now you may have to breathe somewhere. I don't know. But because you're saying the word two right now, which that's where you should be breathing, so you can probably do it. But so that's how it works. And that, even me, it felt like, if anything, I'd kind of speed up, maybe. So, okay. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, so you hear it F, F, F. Leave out the G, so you hear it in your ear.
Do you want from B natural?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of idea, do you? No, slow it down. You're slowing down all over the place. Don't slow down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, if I put on a metronome, let's see, that'd be kind of fun. Oops. Okay, let's see. Try that. Yeah, do you? See how far behind you are? And the B, yeah, anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, play it with the G now, just so you can. But you're way late. There, yeah, okay. So that's the idea that you want there, and then you spend all your time on those longer. He slows you down just by the rhythm slows down. So to make a big deal about it. Yeah. Okay. So okay, what next?
Page 5. The little frills that happen. The biggest one for me is
I don't know what you mean by frills.
Like the Babbling Brook area. So the Pumos.
Oh, okay.
Where is it? From Pumos 1, 2, 3, 4 in, the last one. The last one, it's for everything.
Okay. The obvious places that's bugging you is where?
For me, it's a turn, so I would probably do the F sharp to the G sharp, double sharp, F sharp to the F.
Yeah, so really simple. Yeah, so you don't know the notes very well. That's. Yeah, go to the G sharp. then maybe. Oh. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 1. Da 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 da. 1. Da da dee da da. 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, but that's not helpful. Play the B sharp. And that's where you have, because that's where you're angry. Feel that. No, you just blew off the B sharp. That's the most important thing you can do. Play the B sharp like an eighth note. Like an eighth note. Longer, it's an eighth note. Yeah, play it as an eighth note. What if you use this? How about this? What's it? Which one's C sharp? And the G sharp. No, you're still giving me more of the C sharp than the B sharp, and that's where you have to have your anchor. Yeah. Okay. So do it this way. Sorry. You don't hear the B sharp as being less than the C sharp?
Mhm.
Use your body. Do like this. Sorry. 2, 3. Lean into it. Come on. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, just give me one big sweep. Yum, bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Let's scoop the note. You get the idea. Okay, now let's do this. The bigger important thing is F sharp to F double sharp to G sharp. That's where your crescendo. Okay. Better. No, no, no. That's gotta be long. Play it. I'm not having you play the G sharp because I want it like an eighth. And then C sharp back up. Better. Yeah, no, relax. It doesn't have to be that long. Just, you know. I'm very delicate with the C sharp, actually. No, no, the G B sharp. Sway. Play it with me. 1, 2. Sway your body on the B sharp. Come on. Do a deep knee bend. Okay. You got it. All right. Your tendency is to do so when you play this. The C sharp ends up being probably the quietest note in the whole thing.
Mhm.
Try it that slowly. No, the D sharp, it's got to have weight to it. The D sharp and the B sharp should be basically the same. That's it. Yeah, that's what it is. No. Sorry. So I'm hearing. You get to be babbling, there's only 2 accents in there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So are you recording this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so listen closely. Okay, that makes sense?
Mhm.
Okay, what next? Are you able to get into this? That's okay. Yeah, so you practice it again? Try it. No, that's how we do it. I'm playing to 3 pieces. That's it. Yeah, so you really know where you are. And a little accent there. Gives you a place to go off of. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but it's not pretty. Hold that G sharp a little bit longer. That's right, that's the idea, okay? Next.
Let's do the little run before the leaves. That one's kind of, I think it's from the G sharp to the G sharp right in the middle. 2.
Okay. Just play it like that. You see what I'm doing?
Mhm.
Mhm. A little faster.
Then like those notes that from the B or the A sharp to the C sharp is for sort of the G sharp, A sharp, C sharp is getting like fumbled in there.
I'm not really hearing that. I
No?
think your G sharp, I think you really have to give me a little more of the G sharp.
Okay.
Again, use your body. Yeah, but, do I like that? I don't know. I don't accent
I
the
don't think
G
it's
sharp.
coming through, yeah.
So I actually have one marked in my heart, and I don't know what that was from either. I would make the G sharp, the low G sharp, that's sort of the most important. It is on the every other beat, every other bar, but it's because it's going right into a piano, I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
And that may help, that may be helpful.
Yeah.
So I would, in general, I would say, that you need to still be feeling, Very good, too slow. I would play it like that. Whatever it is, like you get a little motion in it.
Soy.
Yeah, so that because a lot of times, like, especially like on that, that because you're not landing well to begin with, it kind of throws other stuff off.
Yes.
So that's what it is.
Okay.
All right, anything else? That's,
Um, No, I think you covered it.
Okay.
Nope.
So in masterclass, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I may have you guys play a little bit, so, you know, I'm probably gonna, we should, like, we should pick like, and is this all down for you, this thing, okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just, I've read this, no, I think I have it pretty much up to tempo too. I'm just, there is like, yeah, so I do fumble on the, because I was playing C sharp twice instead of, D, and so, yeah. But I'm working on it.
Okay, so I hope you're getting a better idea of the way to practice.
I am.
You know, it's not complicated in the sense that the only thing I'm doing is I pick the place, I go big deep, you have to go, I start to play around with moving out different notes like you were doing, but they have to stem from a beat and back to a beat.
Okay, that's what I was missing, where I wasn't stemming up from a B.
Yeah,
So that makes more sense.
yeah, right, exactly. And then, again, like, even like, you know, knowing where to come out and take it to eighth notes, because that's what your bottom rhythm is. So you're that you have to lean on.
Yeah,
That's kind of the secret.
makes sense.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Starting to figure it out now. So
And what is, you have to put an excerpt on these tapes too,
yes.
and you're doing what?
We haven't really talked about which one to do, but
What is
I
it?
December 2nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I started working on, like, I was watching the Bane tutorial, and I was doing the Midsummer Night's Dream, or the middle one, but, yeah, but then I don't have to do any of those 4 extras, so I was wanting to see which ones you would suggest I should do.
Well,
And
and
it'll start working.
what do you mean with the 4 extras?
Well, because there was, when I was looking into like USC, they had a list, you could pick 2 out of 4, and that was the 4 that they had, so that's the 4 I had, I was like, I might as well
What
just
were
pick
the
up.
4 wrong?
It was Brahms, Mendelssohn, Debussy.
Okay, the question is, do you feel like your structure?
I think that's not our slow.
Okay, well then do Brahms 4.
From 4, okay, yeah. I'll do that. And now it's that's good.
More than anything else, please listen to Brahms is not a technical thing, it's all about musicality. And study closely. Jeannie Backstresser, has a whole album out of, she played principal in New York forever.
Mhm.
And, she has a whole thing on excerpts with
Yeah,
her
she has
playing
them
it.
on YouTube.